Helly joined a company that no one can resign from. While at work, she wanted to quit, but every time she stepped into the company elevator, she would immediately forget everything that had happened during her shift, as if she became someone else. Helly woke up at the conference table, and the hiring manager, Mark, asked her some very simple questions. But with her memory gone, Helly couldn't answer a single one, yet Mark told her that she had passed the interview perfectly. It turned out that the company she joined made millions each year to get hired. Employees were required to undergo a procedure called memory severance. The process involved implanting a chip into the brain. Once implanted, the person would be split into two identities. The work self was responsible for showing up and earning money, while the original self only needed to bring the body to the office. The job was dull and repetitive, and Helly wanted to resign every day. But the company had a rule. Both the work self and the outside self had to submit a resignation at the same time in order to leave. Yet Helly continued to show up at work on time every single day. Deliver a resignation message to her outside self. Helly wrote words on a piece of paper, hid it inside a pen cap, and planned to swallow it. Her supervisor, Mark, kindly warned her if she were caught by company security, they would go to extreme lengths to retrieve whatever she had swallowed. So Helly had no choice but to spit out the pen cap and think of another plan. When no one was paying attention, Helly ran toward the emergency stairwell, grabbed a fire extinguisher, and smashed it against the glass. Very quickly, she broke a hole in the glass, which also triggered the company's alarm system. As long as her head passed through the doorway, her outside memories would return immediately. Just as she was about to succeed, Mark suddenly appeared and dragged her back in the boss's office. Helly grabbed a paper cutter and used 4 of her fingers to threaten the company into recording a resignation video. Helly thought she had finally found a way out, but the next day, she still showed up at work right on time, and she was holding a disc in her hand. In the video, the outside Helly said she had seen Helly's resignation request, but she wasn't going to resign. She even warned Helly that if she ever tried something dangerous again, she'd have to face the consequences. Feeling hopeless, Helly stole a roll of wire and a trash can when no one was looking and tried to hang herself in the elevator. She was eventually rescued by her supervisor, Mark. Mark had long wanted to escape as well. He decided to help Helly. He stole a security access card and discovered that if both switches in the surveillance room were activated simultaneously, the outside self could regain memories of what had happened at work. With help from other co-workers, Helly's work persona woke up after hours and found herself at a Lumen Industries celebration banquet. She saw the walls covered with her own photos and was shocked to discover her true identity. She was actually the future heir of Lumen Industries, the biological daughter of the current CEO. The company planned to use Helly's story to prove to the world that the memory severance procedure was reliable and to promote it globally. Just then, security arrived at the surveillance room, and her co-workers inside the company were about to be caught. As Helly was preparing to give a speech on stage, she was grabbed by a female executive who had just arrived. But Helly still ran onto the stage and said,
"Listen, we're not happy. We're miserable. Torture us down there."